George Ferris, when I came to RPI and really realised that Ferris was perhaps one of our more famous alumni, I had our students build a 6-foot diameter Connects Ferris Wheel, Connects being the children's toy that my middle son had spent a lot of time playing with. So I got a 6-foot Ferris wheel built out of Connects, and that's on display in my office, but we take it to showcase the department around events. George Ferris, interesting man. He died relatively young. He was married to a fairly gregarious woman. Probably helped him create his career, which was largely around railway bridge engineering, as it would have been in the 1880s. Paris had the exhibition of 1889, in which the Eiffel Tower was built, and that was regarded as a wonder of the world. And so for the 500th anniversary of Christopher Columbus discovering the United States, supposedly, there was to be a world exposition in Chicago, the Columbian Expedition of 1892, but it got extended to 1893 because of whatever. So it was 501 years, supposedly. 401 years, sorry. So the organisers of this expedition wanted something to marvel or to match the Eiffel Tower, and so there was a lot of competition about what should we build that would rival the Eiffel Tower as a statement of the future of this great country and its power in industry. And right towards the end, till nearly impossible date, no one had made a decision about what they would build. And then finally George Ferris had proposed this very large moving Ferris wheel, tension wheel, and the committee decided, yes, we'll go with this. And so nobody had built anything like this before. And it still holds the record as the largest capacity Ferris wheel ever built. I mean, they were basically railway carriages suspended between two wheels. And so each carriage, and I think there were 36 carriages, each carriage could hold 60 people. So it was a huge number of people that could go up in this device. And the saddest thing is that it had a brief resurgence in the 1904 World Exposition in St. Louis. It was disassembled after Chicago and reassembled in St. Louis and then buried in Washington Park. So parts of it are somewhere underground in Washington Park in St. Louis after the World Exposition of 1904. The 1904 exposition was also at the same time as the 1904 Olympics that were held in St. Louis, which were very amateur then because it was only the third time the Olympics had ever been run. The Ferris wheel story is interesting because of the clear haste in having to build this incredible structure with a very tight deadline, and once he achieved success, it was pretty much demolished. And then he died. He had a relatively short life and a very interesting wife. So I'm sure that we could make a movie about the tensions in that family in the deadline of producing this amazing structure.